Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Stranger Cass, and today we're playing the Vermander Curse. Again, another game by Zed Technician. The link to the game will be in the description below in case you guys want to play it. But let's go ahead and get into it. You wanted to see me, Mr. Vermander, sir? Hannah, why aren't this month's profits as high as last month's? I've been looking over that piece of paper you gave me earlier, and I don't like the numbers on it. I can't make heads or tails of this thing. They raised the threshold on how much you need to donate in order to get your tax deduction. Remember, sir? They did what? When was this? Sir, I've been reminding you about this for the last 8 months. But it's actually fine, though. You still end up saving way more money than if you didn't get the deduction, so... With the good Lord as my witness, I am being swindled. I will not stand for this. I'm not sure the good Lord is on your side. No one gets over on J.P. Vermander. No, sir. Not now, not ever. But, sir... Now then, where have I been donating all my hard-earned money to again? The hospital, sir. The hospital? Which one? There's only one in town, sir. The only hospital in this backwater town, and they still had the nerve to swindle me out of my money? Huh. Well, I know exactly how to handle a situation like this. Prepare the ritual, Hannah, and go fetch me my robes. The ritual? But Mr. Vermander, sir, please. This is entirely uncalled for. The people in that hospital have done nothing to you, sir. You donated to them. How are they swindling you? Besides, the difference in profits between this month and last month is only 1% less, sir. That's nice and all, Hannah, but I don't remember asking. Get out of there, girl. Just get out. Now go. We don't have time to waste. Notify me immediately when everything is ready. Okay, sir. Kenno, don't help him. That'll just get you in trouble, too. Quite scary looking, isn't he? Hello? Hello? Anyone home? I hear ya, I hear ya. Give a gal a minute. She an anteater? Yeah. Ah, hello there. Dr. Ida, I presume. Ida? Ida. Ada. Ada. I've heard all of those, to be honest. I've actually heard that pronounced all 3 of those different ways. Which one's the correct one? I don't know. It probably depends on your accent. Ida. I kind of like Ida, so I'm going to say Ida. Dr. Ida, I presume. That's me. Who's asking? Fantastic. I'm Morton, the nurse whose transfer request you received. Transfer request? What in the world are you talking about? You aren't aware? Surely you've read the email concerning me. We don't get no regular internet out here, sonny boy. Only thing we get out here is that old satellite connection. And we ain't got that either. But if you're here to help, then I ain't about to complain. You got a lot to learn, so you better pay attention, because I'm only saying this once. I'm all ears, doctor. Patient Longboyd, back injury. Tammy Giles had a tooth removal, no dosage. Jane Doe, severe hand injury. Am I going to have to remember when their next dosage is and who doesn't get medicine? When patients come in, I write their information down on this here clipboard. Wouldn't it be better to use a computer instead? No. Old-fashioned. That's fine in some cases, but probably for a hospital, you just need to go ahead and use a computer. The waiting room is over here. Ain't much to say about that. All the magazines are older than I am, and ain't none of them worth reading no more. Oh my. There's not a lot of people that really care about the magazines anyway, so why not just get rid of them? We got 8 rooms. 3 are occupied and the rest ain't. Mr. Lang Boyd is over in room 7A. He had a pretty bad back injury, but we fixed him right up. Miss Tammy Giles is in room 5A. She needed one of them teeth pulled, and we ain't got many options for anesthetic. So I gave her some of that old-fashioned medicine I keep under the sink. She'll be a little dizzy for a while, but everything else went smooth as silk. Impressive. There's a woman in 3A too. Poor thing, cut her hand real bad on her job. Then she tried to hide it. Her boss found out and sent her here. I ain't managed to figure out her name. So she's not telling you what her name is. That's a little odd. So I wrote her down as Jane Doe and patched her up. Ah, mystery. I wonder who she is. We ain't known to ask too many questions around here, Mr. Morton. We're here to help. Got it? Understood, Doctor. We got 2 bathrooms, an operating room, and something like a kitchen. Oh, excellent. The lights in here don't work half the time. We keep our medicine supply in the OR, but most of the bottles are empty because the budget ain't paying to refill them. And there ain't nothing ever in the fridge, so don't even bother checking. Oh. Wouldn't he normally bring his home food anyway? Does anything in this hospital function as intended? Not really. And that's about it. Let's head on back to the front desk so we could get you signed in and start your first shift. That old sign-in sheet is somewhere over there. I suggest you go ahead and start searching for it yourself, because I ain't about to come look for it. What year is this? Because look at that computer. I suggest you go ahead and start searching for it yourself, because I ain't about to come look for it. Understood, Doctor. I'll find it. In the meanwhile, I would go make my rounds to check up on the patients. Come and get me if you need something. You can see your nose when you... I got that. Okay, no one in 1A. Okay. I think she's in 3A. Jane Doe. 3A. Aha! Hello. Yep, Jane Doe. How you doing, dear? Okay. Hand is fine, no? You ain't got nothing to worry about. It'll regrow back as good as new. Good. Thank you. You are most welcome, dear. Try to get some rest and I'll check back in later. Yes. Yes. Hello. She's an axolotl. I love it. I love axolotls. How you feeling, dear? Hey, Dr. Ida. What are you doing here? Still ain't sobered up yet, Nope. That's fine, dear. At least that tooth ain't gonna bother you no more. Just give us some time and try to get some rest, okay? Okay. So... Oh! Okay. I'm just, okay, bye. That is horrifying. Imagine him running up to your car and bit no more zero, gosh, that name, instead of whatever that thing was. Oh my gosh. Hello. Everything alright in here? I'm fine, Doc. Matter of fact, I feel like I could walk out of here right now. As long as you don't come after me. Ha ha. Ow. See, he can't even laugh without it hurting him. This is exactly why I said Lang Baby, please stay off the roof. It's dangerous. We could pay someone else to clean the gutters. But did he listen? No. He waited until I left for work and then tried to get up there himself. One little gust of wind and next thing you know, bam, straight into the hedges. You know, I could have done it if the wind hadn't picked up. That's not the point. You shouldn't have been out there in the first place. Doctor, can you please give this man something to fix his terminal lack of common sense? Please? Sorry, honey, but we ain't got nothing to fix that. Now, you two try to take it easy, alright? I'll be back later on. Okay, now that I talk to them, I think they're my favorites. Alright, that's everyone. I better get on back to Mr. Morton. I was so confused. I was trying to turn and it was turning weird. I didn't know that it was actually forcing me to do that. Hi, Morton. I think you just scared me worse than Mr. Yang did. Dr. Ida, the phone started ringing while you were gone, so I answered it. And the caller won't stop going on and on about rituals and demons, among other things that I don't understand. I think that it may be best if you talk to her. There's always something. Honey, slow down. Ain't none of this making sense. Please, you have to get out of there right now. My boss just summoned an actual genuine demon, and now you're all in danger. And who do you work for again? JP Vermander, madam. Who is that doctor? He's some rich city boy who moved out here when he inherited his family's estate. A lot of folks around here have to pay him rent just 'cause his family owns the land. Yes, that's him, exactly. I don't know all the details, but there's a blood pact and demon and curse and all kinds of other stuff. You need to leave now. Once the clock strikes 10, you won't be able to leave. Honey, that's less than 2 minutes. Ain't no way we're getting everyone out of here that fast. My goodness, I didn't expect the stakes to be this high on my first night. But I'm committed at this point. Well, it sounds like you only have 2 choices. Be a chicken, run for your life, or stay and try to help everyone. Is there anything we can do to help our situation? I did go snooping into a few old journals kept by the Vermanders. Based on what I've read, if you can make it to the sunrise, the demon will leave. But there's a bunch of rules you'll need to follow in order to keep yourself safe. For example, every hour to sunrise, the demon will enter the place it was summoned to. It will travel down the nearest hallway in search of blood, specifically your blood. Its own rules prevent it from opening doors to search for you, so keep those closed. What room are you both in right now? The reception area. You'll need to keep that in mind, alright? When the demon arrives, make sure you're all in the same room as when the ritual started. If someone isn't, the demon will know, and once it knows where someone is, closing the doors won't stop it. If you're ready, I can tell you what to expect once 10 o'clock hits. I ain't about to let no demon run roughshod over my house of healing. Just tell me what we need to do, honey. Okay, here's what's going to happen first. The demon places a lot of emphasis on windows for some reason, right? It'll try to use its powers to open windows around itself. You're going to need, and I cannot stress this enough, you're going to need to close any and all windows before the hour is up. Leave one open and the demon gets stronger. And you don't want that, alright? If you finish everything you need to do before the hour's up, try staring at a clock. I'm sure it will help pass the extra time faster. I'll stay on the line just in case you need me to repeat something. Good luck and be careful. Okay, so I need to check. The window's good. Window's good. That's not good. How are you doing? There's a, I tired. On work? Sleep for a minute. Then hand. Caught. You fell asleep at work and that's how that hand got like that. Yes. Oh, you poor thing. Well, at least try to get some rest while you're here, alright? We're not going to warn her. It's kind of cool that there's... Okay, this is a bathroom, so there shouldn't be a window. I can see myself in a mirror. That's cool. I thought I saw something there. We just didn't close that door. Okay. How you doing? Tammy sits happily humming to herself. Looks like she's doing alright. And my favorite too. You terrified me at first, but I kind of really like them now. I know. The kids, Lang, did you even think about them? Their little heads are probably worried sick by now. I know. I owe them an apology for making them worry. And I owe you one too. You two are right in here. Yeah, we're fine. Uh-huh. Well, holler if you need something now. Okay. It's not even half past yet, so we're doing alright. Ooh, this ain't looking good. Especially, how that 8A is kind of disappearing. Okay, we got OR. Oh, pain meds are kept here. I don't think we need any. I did everything, so I'm staring at the clock. I'm trying to. Okay. The time was 11 p.m. All the windows have been closed, and then it arrived. Reminded me of the man from the window now. It's just staring at a wall. I thought I was going to go into that room. I was like, who's in there? Here's what's going to happen next. The demon will try to draw power from any lights it can gain access to, right? You'll know it's inside a room trying to siphon power when the lights start flickering. When it happens, all you need to do is enter the room, close the door, and shut your eyes for a few seconds. You're really going to need to use the space inside your mind to focus for this to work. You'll know it worked when the light stops flickering, and make sure you do it right, okay? If you don't, then... Doctor, you look tired. That's 'cause I am. Then let me handle this thing. Let me handle things this hour. You should rest. I feel like it would be better if they both kind of split the work. I didn't even think about checking in the waiting room. Is that a... Kind of looks like a casket. Your window is open again. Are you opening it? How are you feeling, ma'am? Yes. Okay. Excellent. That's exactly what we want to hear. Okay, well, that's good. Everything good. Where is she? Have you seen Tammy? The job, Ling. Now you're probably going to have to miss work. Who knows how they'll react? And now I'm missing work. I know. We'll be fine. Watch. Come morning, I'm going to walk out of here good as new. I sure hope so. Ah, clever. When she said the space in your mind, that was a sneaky way of telling you the space bar. I wondered, but now I know. What are you doing in here? Hey, ma'am, please. Strange things are happening tonight, and I need you to get back to your room. Haha, my bad. I'll go back now. The time was 12 a.m. All the windows had been closed. None of the lights had been left flickering. For a moment there, I thought I said none of the lights were fixed. And then it arrived. So far, easy. Tammy gave a little scare. Face plants the wall. Turns in Books it on out of there. Why is he like so calm coming in and just like, I gotta get out? Here's what's going to happen this time. You'll be surprised how much the demon's powers resonate with electronics. It can gain access into the phone lines and try to gain power too. If you notice the phone continuously ringing, then that's exactly what it's trying to do. Alright? Now, this is going to sound crazy, but you'll need to pick up the phone and listen. Pay attention because this part is important. If you hear anything, and I mean anything, on the other end, you gotta recite this mantra. Your presence is not welcomed here. You must depart immediately. Don't worry, you'll remember it when the time comes. If there's silence on the other end of the phone, then keep quiet. Silence means it hasn't properly figured out the phone's location yet, and you don't want to give it any clues. Alright? I ain't as tired anymore. You can let me handle things this time. Sounds good to me, Doctor. You take this hour, and then I'll take the next. Things keep building out. Like, you guys should really split up the roles here. Hurting. Is again? Anything do? Please. Oh yeah, she needs her medicine, don't she? Okay, this is the phone. You listen closely. You can hear shallow breathing from the other side of the phone. I think I'm supposed to recite it. You can sense that the presence on the other end of the phone has departed. Okay, so I think that was the right thing to do. I hope. Window. How you doing? It's noon already? That's midnight, darling. Oh, hey. I love axolotls, but Tammy, oh boy. Just promise me you won't go doing something this reckless again, alright? As of tonight, I am officially staying far, far away from the roof. And ladders, too. Unless we could save some extra money if I... Lang! Ha ha, I'm kidding. Don't look at me like that. Okay. You know, you would think they would say something. Okay. Everything seems good in here. It's just... Can I please close this door? Thank you. I got you pills. Here, this will help with these and the pain. Yes, good. Okay. I took care of hers. I got some time, so... See, the next is laying at 1. Okay. So that, we should be good now. The time was 1 a.m. All the windows have been closed. None of the lights have been left flickering. All the phones have been answered correctly. Good. I wasn't positive on that one. And then it arrived. Here's what's going to happen next. There's something about the demon's power that resonates with TV signals, right? It will turn on any TV it can manage to gain access to. They never show anything besides static once it takes control. But that's still bad. If it happens, just turn the TV off. That'll kick it out for a while. But don't leave any TVs that it's controlling on, alright? It won't end well. Alright. So, Mr. Lang needs meds. Let me check for. Okay. 1A is good. 2A is good. Jane. Oh, I gotta close the door first. Okay, I think that's good. You listen closely. You can hear a faint whispering on the other end of the line. You can sense the presence on the other end of the phone has departed. Okay, now the light stopped. How you doing? Yawn. think I hear static. Is it coming from here? Yep. And Tammy's gone. Tammy, why you do this? Okay. How you doing? I think my back's beginning to start hurting again. Guess that medicine I had earlier wore off or something. Well, it is time to give you your medicine, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay. Let me grab this. Pick up the meds. Where is Tammy? I haven't seen her. Is she in the kitchen? Oh gosh, am I going to have to find her in the bathroom? Here you go. Sir, I brought you your scheduled pain medication. Just in time, my back was starting to act up again. Whew. Oh, Tammy, get back in your room. Hey, there's some lady in the mirror looking at me. I believe that's you, ma'am. Strange things are happening tonight, and I need you to get back to your room, please. Heh, my bad. I'll go back now. The time was 2 a.m. All the windows have been closed, all the televisions have been turned off, none of the lights have been left flickering, all the phones have been answered correctly, and then arrived. There's one final thing this steam is going to try. Ritualistic candles. It has the power to manifest them inside its area of influence. It's vital and very, very important that if you see one, you extinguish it. If you let it keep burning, the demon will be able to draw power from it. It won't try anything new after it gets to this part. So you don't have to worry about any more rules. Oh, and I almost forgot something. This part is important too. Whatever you do, make sure you don't... I forgot to check this room last time. What do you mean? Okay, now they stopped. Whoa, no, let me out. Oh no, get that out. Whoa, was there something at that window? They were sleeping. I think I saw something at the window. Talk about scary. Okay, come on. Nothing weird in here. Nothing weird in here. I think I took care of everything, and you pretty much only have like one of each thing. But I don't want to risk it. Forgetting something, because that would be bad. Okay. There we go. We still had a good amount of time too. The time was 3 a.m. All the windows have been closed. All the televisions have been turned off. None of the lights have been left flickering. All the phones have been answered correctly. All of the candles have been extinguished. And then it arrived. And I think we're doing really good. We're doing really good. Not a single mess up. Oh, we're doing it again. It's just because she can't call us anymore. Yeah, let's close that. There was something there. What the heck was that? Oh my gosh, another window was opened. I'm scared to go over there. Are all of them open? Listen closely. You don't hear anything, so you say nothing. The presence leaves. Hello? Okay. She's in here, which is good. Close that. Actually, I think we did that even faster than the last night. Or night, hour. The last game was nights. The time was 4 a.m. All the windows have been closed, all the televisions have been turned off, none of the lights have been left flickering, all the phones have been answered correctly, all the candles have been extinguished, and then it arrived. I saw a little bit of it earlier. Not a good look, it's just a glimpse. But boy, was it scary looking. Everything's good. Oh, that scared me. It's just a candle. I'll take care of that in a moment. Whoa. Let me out. Take care of this. There we go. We are doing good on time. The time was 5 a.m. All the windows had been closed, all televisions turned off, and none of the lights left flickering. All the phones been answered correctly, all the candles extinguished. The sun began to rise upon our little town, and the demon could not stay in this world much longer. However, in direct violation of the Vermander Pact, no blood has been spilled that night. The most important part of the pact had not been fulfilled, which meant that the agreement was now null and void. After generations of being enslaved to the Vermander family, the demon was finally free. And though it did not have much time left, it knew exactly how it wished to spend its final moments. Hannah, what in the world are you doing back here this early? Hannah? Oh, it's you. Don't you have some work to be doing? What do you want? Why are you looking at me like that? Don't you go forgetting that you work for me, mister. I command you to get out of here. Why won't you listen to me, you stupid... The angry howls of the demon echoed throughout the town that morning. And then the estate fell deathly quiet. As it turned out, Hannah hadn't left the Vermander estate that previous night. She had been far too tired to return home after feeding instructions through the phone all night. Instead, she fell asleep in one of the manor's empty rooms. She was awakened by the awful noises emanating from upstairs. Hannah climbed the stairs and quickly made her way over to the office. Inside, there lay J.P. Vermander, being unmoving and absolutely mangled. But against all the odds, he was still alive. Hannah had a choice to make. A large part of her wanted to simply leave him there, to give him the same disrespect and disregard that he showed to others. She turned to leave, but deep down she knew that this wasn't the right thing to do. As bad as he was, she would not stoop to his level. Good. So instead, she called for help. In an ironic turn of events, J.P. Vermander's life was saved at the very same hospital he had tried to rid himself of. Despite their rightful and justified anger at the man, Dr. Ida and Nurse Morton treated him no different than any other patient. And he was soon on the road to a full recovery. During his stay in the hospital, he was given a room near the front. Day after day, he watched the patients as they came and went. He watched as the hospital's only doctor and sole nurse did their best to help every person that arrived. As he watched, he realized something. Those confusing numbers on that little piece of paper actually meant something. Those numbers represented actual people, people with lives and emotions, people that just wanted to get the help they deserved. It took a near-death experience at the hands of an angry demon, an extensive stay in the hospital. But JP finally felt something that no Vermander had felt for a very long time. Remorse. And he vowed he would do everything in his power to try and make amends. Nice. A redemptive story, I like it. However, due to the pact being broken, most of the wealth and power granted was soon lost to a crippling debt. With no other options, JP sold off his estate and assets to pay his dues. And the last remaining bit of his fortune was donated to the hospital. As a sign of goodwill, Dr. Ida let him stay in one of their vacant rooms until he could get back on his feet. He is currently working as a food delivery driver to make ends meet, as he wasn't qualified for anything else. Though he does miss his money and his old lifestyle, in the end he's just thankful to still be alive. Morton settled into his new job as a nurse just fine. Despite the rough first night, he grew to love the strange new town and its people. In the end, he knew that the decision to move here was the best one for both him and his daughter. Ida is still the best and only doctor in town. She plans to use the donation money to renovate the hospital so that they can provide the best care possible for years and years ahead. And now that they had an actual budget, she decided to hire an accountant. Hannah happily accepted the position as her old job was no longer available. She's glad to finally have a boss that appreciates her hard work. And though it took a while, she did eventually forgive Vermander for all his misdeeds. The hospital had a bright future ahead of it, and everyone was on good terms. And that's all that mattered. Oh, I got 2 stars on that. Cool. Is it because everyone survived? I got the good ending. Guys, I'm coming in here again because I want to see what the other endings are. I'm glad that we were able to get the first one, but I do want to see some of the others. The Boyds are now in 6A, and Tammy is in 7A. I think Jane Doe is in the same room. Yes. I'm just going to leave all the doors open. Speed up time. The time was 11 p.m., but a window had been left open, and suddenly the demon began to grow stronger. And then it arrived. So what happens if it grows stronger? You found Tammy. Under normal circumstances, Tammy Giles was known as an awkward and shy person. She hadn't wanted to visit the hospital. No, quite the opposite. It was only when her tooth pain became unbearable that she finally made up her mind to have it pulled. A decision that would ultimately be one of her last. For Tammy. I'm going to leave the lights flickering. Windows open, everything. Yep, okay. I'm going back in and we're going to speed up time. Guess the Lings are next. A window had been left open, and a light had been left flickering, and the demon was empowered even further. It had now almost fully manifested. What does that mean? And then it arrived. What happens when it fully manifests? Sorry, guys. Although with how scary Lang is, you think. On the day of his accident, Lang Boyd's mind was not on the potential consequences of his actions. Far from it, in fact. His mind was instead on how happy his wife and children would be after he cooked their favorite dinner. A dinner that he could not afford to make unless he used the money he saved by cleaning the gutters himself. The grandest intentions had now unintentionally doomed their entire family. Not only did the kids lose him, but they lost their mom too. Oops. A window had been left open, a television had been left on, and a light had been left flickering. The demon was able to draw power for a third and final time, which enabled it to fully manifest. There would be no stopping it now. What does that mean? Does it get us too? With its power fully realized, the demon was no longer limited to the confines of the hospital it was summoned to. Why can imagine the destruction a powerful, all-seeing demon could bring upon a small, unsuspecting town. This compounded with the fact that the only hospital in the area was now out of commission. It led to one of the darkest nights of the town's entire history. Though in the end, J.P. Vermander got to keep his extra 1%. And that's all that mattered. I'm just going to leave Jane Doe's open because she hadn't been taken yet. Sorry, Jane. Poor Jane. Jane Doe had done all she could to hide her injury from others. Her reasoning was driven by the knowledge that even a simple hospital visit could result in her never seeing her family again. Unfortunately for her, this fear was realized by entirely different means. I should check to make sure Tammy's in her room. She is not. I think I find Tammy in here. No. Oh, bathroom. Go back to your room. We don't need your cot. So now he should come in here where we're at. Time is 12 a.m. Windows closed. I left the TV on, but that's fine. And then it arrived. He finds Ida first. Look at this. Ma'am, the demon. It swooped in here and stole the doctor away. I've never seen something move that quickly before. Oh no. I can't handle this on my own, ma'am. I can't do it. Try to stay calm, please. You're not alone. I'm still here with you. You can do it. Just stay calm and I'll guide you through the rest, okay? You're right, ma'am. I lost my cool for a little bit there. I'm sorry. It's fine. We'll get through this. Now then. And she explains more stuff. Now everything should be fine. I'm just going to let him come take Morton. The time was 1 a.m. All windows have been closed. Television's turned off. Here we go. No one could make sense of it. Both Dr. Ida and Nurse Morton had suddenly disappeared without a trace. No signs of a struggle, no signs of forced entry, and absolutely no clues as to where they'd gone. They had both simply vanished. Without Dr. Ida to run things, the hospital that had faithfully served a community for decades stood abandoned. Now unable to get the medical help that they so heavily relied on, the town suffered. But none had suffered as much as Morton's now orphaned daughter. Oh. She was now alone in a completely unfamiliar town with no idea what could possibly happen to her father. The truth, however, was only known by Hannah. She feared what might happen. Should Vermander ever figure out her involvement and try to prevent his plan. What she wanted more than anything was to pack up, leave town, and go somewhere far away, somewhere she could be safe. But her meager salary as a secretary didn't allow for this, so she continued working for someone she both feared and despised, too afraid of what he may do should she try to quit. With Hannah's silence, no one could ever tie the disappearances back to anyone or anything, and J.P. Vermander got away without consequence. Untold amounts of misfortune had been brought upon the small town, but in the end, Vermander got to keep his extra 1%, and that's all that mattered. I'm sure there's other endings if you play the game well, but then he takes out the patients, or if he just takes out Ida, or just takes out Morton. I'm sure there's different endings for all of those, but I'm out of time for this video, and if you guys want to know what happens, you should just play the game yourself in the description below. I had fun with this. I still think Beware the Shadow Catcher is my favorite, but I did really like this one too. If you guys are still here, you should like the video. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, then you should make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And don't be a stranger, because I'll see you later. Bye!